Making the youtiao. I'm just gonna live my life. Like, my name's Coleman, and this is my life. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Don't just... What the heck? So in Xishuangbana, it seems as if everyone and their mom will stop and ask you if you either want a taxi or if you want a tour guide. So we actually ended up taking someone up on their offer to be a tour guide because it was a lot cheaper than getting a taxi. But we knew why it was cheap. It was cheap because eventually these taxi drivers or quote-unquote tour guides will take you somewhere to buy stuff or take you to some tourist spot that's not like a legit tourist destination, and you'll go there and it'll look really cool, and then you end up buying stuff, and the stuff you buy, the driver will usually get a cut of whatever was sold to you. So our driver took us to this village, and in this village there were a bunch of these Thai people who were taking people around the village on tours and just kind of telling them about the village. And so our lady in particular took us into her house, and she was telling us a lot about the culture, and she was sharing with us basically about life as a Thai minority people. There she was talking about dress, about the language. She even taught us a few words. She taught us about marriage, and then she talked to us about culture, religion, and just pretty much everything that you can think of about their way of life. And apparently for Thai people, silver is the most valuable thing, and so they had a lot of silver. They had silver belts, silver bracelets, and they eventually ended up trying to sell us silver. So we came here, that our driver took us here so we could understand the culture of the Thai people. It's pretty interesting. Their houses are all built on stilts, so in case it floods, their actual house doesn't get washed away. So this is their house, and it was pretty cool. Like, she's just a normal person, and she wants to show us, like, this is what their house looks like. I think it's pretty sick. And these are what the Thai people's house looks like. And these are like second, third generation, fourth generation houses. So I think it's pretty cool. And when she was talking to us, she said, usually people would be like, give us money for this, but this isn't like a tourist group. It's just a normal people just showing us around their neighborhood, I guess. So this is pretty cool. And I actually wanted to see this when I came here, so I'm glad. So me and Shanshan are walking in the rainforest, and it's raining. Imagine that. So we're walking on the sky bridge, and we only have one umbrella, and only one person can go at a time. So Shan's the umbrella / bag girl, and I'm just getting wet. This is the sketchiest bridge I've ever walked on. What? Okay. Alright, this is the sketchiest bridge I've ever walked on. It's so shaky. Oh my gosh. And I'm kind of heavy, so I hope they made it for not small Chinese people, but Americans also. And it is raining. I'm walking on metal. Hilarious.
So she gave me the umbrella this time because the ropes are too high and the umbrella gets caught and she can't hold it up high enough. So it's super slippery too. And then especially when you're walking uphill on the metal, you gotta pay close attention. I can't believe we paid money to walk across this. Lame. This is some type of performance. I'm not really sure. Well, that is it for our rainforest experience. This river is flowing super fast. Jeez. Maybe that's just normal? I don't know. But I feel like a river with no rapids is flowing pretty fast. So it's time to watch the sunset.